Hi friends, it's Kara, and I am here with a loud vehicle. I am here with part 4, is it part 5, I believe, of my processing wool vlogs, and this one is about setting your wool. So I showed you the spinning on a spindle the last time round, and I've got a lovely spindle of wool here, and this needs to get transferred on to this, which is a noddy, or a noddy, some people call it. I've just called it a noddy for as long as I've used one. This is one I got recently. It's just a bit of PVC piping, and I ordered it from Etsy, and I can't remember the name of the company. I'll put it maybe like where? Ooh. Where? There. I'll put it there. And this is what you use to set your wool. So you transfer your wool onto the niddy noddy, and then the niddy noddy gets soaked in hot water. And then after you've soaked it, you thwack it. And I'll show you that afterwards. So first I'm going to show you how to use the niddy noddy. So one of the things that you can do with one, this is a 36-inch niddy noddy. You can measure them. I've got a measuring tape. Really simply, you just, sorry, I'm having a bit of a allergic reaction to something, it's fine. You take your measuring tape, you hold it like that on your niddy noddy, and then you wrap it around the way that you wrap your wool on, which is in this sort of formation. See that? So it's meeting here and here, it's even there, it hasn't crossed over anywhere. Same on this side, not crossed over. You see that? And that measures up to 35, 36 inches right there. So that's how long your segments are. So you'll wrap your wool on and then count how many times you've wrapped it on. You multiply that by 36, and that will tell you how long your yardage is. So let's have a go. Niddy noddies are neat. Sometimes you can get wooden ones. You don't have to use one. You can use almost anything. And that is rigid and you can wrap wool around. You can get nice wooden ones though. They're really sweet, you know, if you like a lovely handcrafted thing, which I do, but this works just as well and it's much more affordable. I have lost one of my caps, but that's fine. I don't really need it. And then you wrap on. And you wrap on the same way that I did with the measuring tape. So here I've got it secured here. Maybe I can, there we go. It's secured there. Like, so, as you can see. And then I go down to this one, and I wrap it around, and then I come up here. Alright, so I take the wool, I tie a knot in the end. Not a slip knot because that will slip off. But hopefully I can edit that part out. There, you got your knot on. Knot on your niddy noddy. And you're going to come down, around, doing this outside isn't necessarily very easy. All right. Okay. Third time's the charm. I've made my knot. I'm going to use it like a slip knot, just like this. Onto there. Pulled tight. Slips off. I'm usually a little more handy than this. Gotta tell you. There we go. And I go down, up, over, over to the first one. Now that's a one segment done of my wool being wrapped on to the niddy noddy. And then I just follow that pattern. There we go. Around, around. Now, I find once I get a few on, I just grasp it in the middle, not tight, and I can continue my pattern. Just like so. And then it doesn't slip off anywhere. And I wrap the whole thing on. Twist it. There we go. This way. There we go. Now I'm starting to get a rhythm. So I'll just twist away. I'll probably put on some tunes and hit the high speed right about now. Right. Cracked. Just tie it back together. It's fine. Actually, even do sliding knot. I don't know what this knot is called, but it's where you have your two pieces of fabric. You tie them around each other. So you tie this one around this one. Right? Like that. And then you tie this one around this one. I don't know if you're getting any of this, but then you're able to pull them together like that. That works fine. You can cut the ends off later. Now, if I was a manufacturer and seller of wool, I probably wouldn't tie it back together like that. It I would probably be a little more careful and not break it. But I kind of like my yarns to be one-off kind of art yarns, I suppose, generally. So it's for joy, right? And to use as projects and to give as gifts to artists, and to experiment and practice. So, but if I were doing this for sale, I would probably be a lot more careful in how I do it. Every once in a while, stop and check to make sure you haven't crossed any fibers over. So that's the that one in there, that's where I tied it off. That bit that looks out of place. But if you look here, see I haven't crossed any fibers over here. And that would look like this. How come I can't figure this out? That would look like that if I were to cross it over. You can see there. So every once in a while, just check to make sure you haven't done that. Because then if you notice at the end, you've got to undo it to redo it. And that's a pain in the derriere. So, when you're done wrapping it on, I like to, I just snap a bit off the end. Use this bit, and I go in and I tie it to this. I'll pull it out to show you. So that's where I started, right? That bit right there, that's the knot from where I started. So that you have a look at it there. I'm going to tie this end, the very end, off to the beginning. So I'm just going to use that bit there. No fancy knots, just tie it off. Then I use these bits to keep these separated. So I'll show you. It'll make sense in a moment. You have your string. You have your these two bits. Then there's these two bits. And I just do a figure 8. So I go in behind this one here with the string, put in through there, it comes out through the middle there, I go in behind it here, I come out through the middle, and I tie it off. hope I'm speaking loud enough. The neighbors are doing work, and they're on the go, and I know they already think I'm a bit strange. So, you know, keep my voice down because they think I'm talking to myself, which I sort of am. Same thing on this side. So you've got your figure 8 tied there. Same thing over here. And then it's tied there. So you've got your figure 8 there. And that keeps it separated because after you soak it, which is what I'm going to do next in the kitchen, after you soak it, it keeps, you'll pull it off the noddy and it just keeps it from getting completely tangled. You could put lots of these in if you wanted to. Yeah, so let's head into the kitchen. So here I'm just filling up the sink with hot water, just my kitchen sink, and it's a very old sink, so could use a bleach. It's not as dirty as it looks though. The enamel has come off and it picks up color pretty easily, and I sometimes buy stuff in there. You can see there's some blue, purple there in the corner. Anyways, you fill up the sink with hot water. You take your niddy noddy, put the wool on, and you pop it in. Now, at this point, if it doesn't fit and you don't want to fill the sink up, don't look at my dishes. You can twist it. So, you twist it like, this is hard to do one-handed. You can just twist it like that. Okay, it's almost dry. Pop it in the sink. Turn the water off. And you leave that for 20 minutes or until the water cools down. It's pretty hot. And then you come back to it. Alright, so it's been in there for about 20 minutes or so. The water's cooled down pretty good. I'm going to pull it out. Now, let's let the water out of the sink. And there it is. Alright, so next, you've got your noddy. Let the water run out of it. Then pull it off. So, because I don't have a cap on this end, that's the end I work from. Keep my thumb in there, make sure that it's all separated, and I just pull it off. Like that. Look at that. That's a beautiful skein of wool there. Now, what I do next is pretty exciting. It's called thwacking. And I'm going to hold on to the camera with one hand and thwack with the other. So there's the edge of my sink. This is what I'm doing. Oh, there's still some water in there. Give it a bunch of good smacks. Grab it from the other end. There it is. And again. And there you go. You've got your thwacked wool. So now this lovely bit of stuff here is going to get hung up here to dry. So I'll just drape it over the door. That'll be dry tomorrow morning, and then I will twist it and show you how to finish it. Okay, so we're back. You watched me set this by soaking it in hot water for about 20 minutes, and then you saw me thwack it on the edge of my sink, and that all helps felt it together, so you get a good solid strand that's completely felted together, I guess that's the word. The next step's pretty simple. The next step, you're going to twist it. You're going to twist your skein. So what you do to twist your skein, you just give it a good stretch. Try to get a lot of the twisted bits. So like twisted like that there. You just want them straightened out a bit like that. And oh, I should tell you, because I didn't do it on camera, I forgot to. I counted the strands on this after I took it off the noddy, unfortunately, and I got 76 loops. And so, if you remember, that's 76 loops times the 36 inches that the noddy makes up. So then you multiply 36 by the 76 loops that I got. Is that what I said? 76? And that gives you how many inches you have in total. And I just worked it on my phone, so that's 2,736 inches in total on this skein. And to figure out your yardage, you divide that by 3, I believe. No, that's wrong. Okay, so to figure out your yardage, let's just find a calculator and do this right. So, I had 36 inches is the length of my noddy, and I multiply that by the strands, and I had 76 strands. So 76 times 36 is 2,736, and then I have 2, that's inches, divide that by 12, and that'll tell me how many feet I have. So I have 228 feet of wool here. And then to figure out my yardage, I divide that by 3. So I've got 76 yards of cloth here, or 76 yards of wool here. So then I've got it all twisted, I've got it all stretched out, like so, and then I twist it. Really simple. You're just twisting it around on itself like that. And then you take one end, so I take this end and I put it through this loop, like so. And there is a lovely skein of yarn. So when you're ready to knit with this, you could put it on one of those machines. I can't remember what they're called. The winder thing. I'll put it here somewhere. The winder thing that you use, that you pop your skein over and wind it off into a ball. So you can do that. It's ready for that. What I'm going to do with it, though, is dye it. So stay tuned for the next video, and we'll do some natural dyeing of this wool. Alright, thanks so much.